Hello, everybody. Really good to be here. Awesome. I see the chat is going ballistic. We haven't even started yet. I love this. Yes, Karen, I am presenting from Bali. Welcome from Paarl, all the way from Gauteng, South Africa, all over the place. Everybody's saying hello. Oh, man, this is so cool. Really excited to be here, guys. Really excited to be here. This is going to be interactive, people. I want you guys to chat. I want you guys to talk. I want you guys to introduce yourselves very quickly as well. I really love you guys. If you could please quickly just type in the chat 3 or 4 words of what you do. Just say, I sell cars. I eat pizza. Not really much of a business eating pizza, but it is lockdown. I own a restaurant. I'm a coach. I do whatever. Just quickly put that into the chat, guys. Also, the purpose of this discussion is I'm going to be talking very, very frankly and very, very directly to you guys today. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to talk to you guys about very specifically about how to get business. Like any diagnoser, you might not like the diagnosis. You go to the doctor, you might not like what you hear. And I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what I believe, in my humble opinion, you guys obviously need to hear. And I'm going to do my best to do that. So head of finance, lovely. We've got recruitment, project managers, engineers, youth employment, on-site project consultant. Oh, this is so great, guys. Sell kitchens. It's coming in. It's coming in. It's coming in. Also, I'm putting the link to this webinar for you to register. If you know somebody right now that you feel desperately needs to get business and needs to get their business going, it doesn't matter how big their business is. It doesn't matter how small. Take that link, send them a quick WhatsApp message, get them to register now. This is going to be direct. It's going to be very, very to the point. This is all about getting you to understand stuff that you might not want to hear, but will really, really, really add value to your business. So, wow, guys, somebody sells lifting equipment. We got a Pilates instructor, off the grid power generation. Woohoo! Now we're starting to talk. This is amazing, guys. I'm loving this. We got a salesperson in industrial lighting. Awesome, guys. I'm going to bring up some of you guys as actual examples today. So I'm going to be talking about your business. So when I bring up examples, I want to be talking about you guys as well. So bring it on. Before I begin, Michelle and Karen, you two are phenomenal. And the reason why you guys are phenomenal is because during a situation in an industry that is suffering, you guys haven't turned around and gone, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Let's sit on our bums and see what happens. Maybe the government will support us. You guys have taken the liberty and taken your right to flipping get out there and make a difference in your business. And you're doing what needs to be done by building a reputation, by building your credibility with your existing clients and customers, by doing something differently. And that is hugely commendable, guys. It's absolutely brilliant what you guys have done. And I want to congratulate you on that. And because by building your relationships and by building your network, that is what is going to get you through, not just this period, but the period going from now on and in your future. And I'm going to talk to you guys all about that today. This is really important, that it's just understanding that we've got to get back to basics. So we've got selling business services, strategic solutions. Again, we talked about industrial lighting. Great to see all sorts of people. We've got mentors. We talked about the selling kitchen, hood suppression, safety systems. No idea what hood suppression is. Sounds interesting. Quantity surveyors. Awesome, guys. This is so fantastic. Right. Let's get into it. The purpose of today is to help you guys sell during a period and beyond where things are supposed to be very difficult. What is not difficult right now is your ability to be able to reach out to people and form quality relationships with them. Now, stop me if I'm wrong, guys, but you have probably been inundated over the last few weeks about every flipping digital idea in the history known to man. You've probably been able to learn about how to do Facebook advertising. You've probably learned on how to do digital stuff. You've learned how to do webinars. You've learned how to use Zoom and other virtual meeting spaces. You might even dabbled into SEO. You probably re-looked at your website. You're probably getting hit from all different angles about these cool little tricks and what you do. Mobile apps, this whole flipping digital revolution that's taking your mind and it's going, oh my God, what the heck am I going to do? Where do I even start? What I want to do, guys, is before we even talk about any tricks or any of these cool little devices that you can use, we need to get back to the absolute basics. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. I want you to type one number into the chat for me, please. I want you to, in 30 seconds, I want you to work out how many clients would you like to have in 12 months? Not how many will make you super rich and successful, and not how many just to kind of get by. How many clients would you like to sign up, or customers, in the next 6 to 12 months to give yourself a business where you can breathe, where you can be happy, and where you guys can get a lifestyle that you really want to start to enjoy? So start typing that in, guys. I want to hear what you have to say. Do you guys know that number? You should know that off the top of your head. Anne says 600. Sonia is 150. Good. Give it to me, guys. How many clients do you guys want? 75. Khomotso, thank you. Steve says 100. Bring it on, guys. Bring it on. This number is the most important number. Onwell says 5. We've got 200. We've got 1,000 in terms of subscriptions. Yaku says 10. We got 5 from Tom. We got 50 from Karen. We've got 20 from Christelle. We got 12 from Ngoni. We got 10 from Pule. We got 50 from Linda. Awesome. Now, what are we starting to get? We're starting to get what is going to come out of the bottom of the funnel. That is your goal. Nothing must stop you from reaching that goal. Voter says 3,000. Voter, that's called an outline. Pelican says 100,000. I hope you're charging like, what are you charging? $1 a month there, Pelican. You've got 25 from Mirandi, 30 from Lizanne. What's really interesting, when you take a look at the whole general number of B2B sales, generally the number comes in at around 30. And you've probably noticed that. You get a few with 5, and you get a few with kind of 100, 200, even a few thousand. Those are the outliers. But generally speaking, you want a certain number of clients. What I want to do is I want to talk to you guys who are looking to sign up the certain number of clients by using a simple methodology and going through your classic sales pipeline. I really hope that you guys know what a sales pipeline is. If you don't, imagine a pipeline of sales. They've got to go from the beginning and they've got to come out the end. I prefer the term a funnel. You get a whole bunch of people in the top, and your clients who you actually bill at the end of the month or end of the week, or your customers who pay you, come out the bottom. This is classic, basic 101 stuff. Okay, Nakash says 10. Chada says 10. Good, keep it on. Keep it coming. Lizanne also 30. Mirandi 25, as I mentioned. Let's go on this figure, because I've noticed that generally the figure of about 30 comes into play. You use your calculations based on your own ideas. Okay, your own business. That's cool. Right, so you work out what you want. But if you want 30 clients or 5 clients or 500 clients, that's what you want. Let's start with 30. Very, very simple, guys. Listen to this. If you want 30 clients, you need to work out, I know this is confusing. It's really, you're expecting, oh my gosh, he's going to give us technical information. This is going to be so confusing. This is rocket science. It really flipping isn't. Right. If you want to get 30 customers, right, then you need to nurture 5 times those numbers. 30 times 5 is, first person to put the answer on the chat gets a well done from me. 30 times 5 is, come on guys, who's first? Either the chat's broken, or I'm significantly, seriously worried about the ability of this audience to calculate. 150, Adrian, yes. Now they're coming in. Well done, Grant. Okay, cool. Now I want you to take, that's 30 times 5. I want you guys to work out, yeah, now you're getting it, guys. I want you to work out what that times 5 is going to be. This is what it means. If you want 30 clients, you need to nurture a sales funnel of 5 times that, which is 150. You want to have 30 clients coming out the bottom. You need to have 150 in your sales pipeline. This is where my diagnosis, I told you, might not like what you're going to hear. It's 150, guys. Are you talking to 150 people and building the relationship with 150 of the right people right now? Can you give me the names and the contact information of those 150? Do you know which companies they work for? Do you know what they do? Do you have job titles? Do you have information about them? Do you know who those 150 people are? Do they know who you are? Do they trust you? Do they have a reputation? Do you have a reputation with them? These are all the questions that you guys have got to answer. And it should be yes. If it's yes, then you are well on your way to becoming successful to get those 30 clients. If you can't answer who those 150 people are, you have a problem. If you can only answer and say you've got 50, well done. 50 is also good. So if you're looking for 30 clients and you're nurturing 50 at the moment, that's still on the right track. If you're looking for 30 clients and you're only nurturing 10, you have a problem. It's a good start. It's a start, and everything has got to start somewhere, but 10 is not going to be enough. You need to raise that bar. Is this making sense, guys? You see it? I'm told you, rocket science. This is highly, highly complicated stuff. If you want 30 clients, you need to get 5x. That's 150 leads you've got to nurture. The thing is, they can't be idiots. Excuse the phrase. I have a golden rule. Never put crap into the app. The app is what we use, I'll show you in a second, to be able to track that pipeline. You don't put crap in there. You need 150 high quality people. And by high quality, it's people you know can afford your service. You've done the research and you know who they are. Okay, see where I'm getting with this? You need to know who they are, guys. I'm going to make it simple for you to start off with. Okay, really simple. Today, we're just going to talk about the 5 times 5. 5 clients. That's how many clients you want to get. That means you need to nurture 5 times that. 5 times 5 is, don't worry, you don't have to put it in the chat. I believe in your mathematical abilities. You've proven it to me. 5 times 5 is 25. You need to be nurturing 25 high quality people to get those 5 deals on average. Maybe it changes, maybe it doesn't. Just giving you an overall. Every business is different. Okay, now let's talk about those 25 people. Where are you going to find those 25 people from? You can go and you can do your social media advertising and you can get all your website looking pretty and you can spend hours posting every day on Facebook and doing articles and going onto LinkedIn and posting and sharing and content and writing and sharing and maybe doing the odd video and maybe doing a webinar, and you can do all this cool stuff, all this digital stuff that takes a huge amount of time, and you know what? It might actually work. I'm not going to say it's not. You can get results using that method. The method I'm going to show you now is not going to guarantee you those 30 customers. What it is going to do is it's sure as hell going to put you on the right track to get there. And it's going to help you consolidate all the flipping crap that's going around of this and all the courses and all the stuff that you can do. And it's going to help you consolidate it into a pipeline that is measurable and accurate. And it all starts with what you want out. Now you know what you want. You want those 30 customers. And now I'm going to talk about 5. To get those 5, you need 25. Right. Where do we get those 25, guys? Are you going to do like I suggested before? Are you going to do this whole digital stuff? Are you going to knock on doors? Are you going to go to networking events? Also recommended. Nothing wrong with that. You can do all this stuff, guys, to meet those 25 people. You can do all that. The easiest place that you're going to find those 25 people right now is on LinkedIn. That's why I like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the best place in the world to make new connections. Unfortunately, it happens to be the worst place in the world to nurture relationships. That's the problem. You can start it a little bit, but nurturing a relationship on LinkedIn, very difficult. You make a post, you hope it gets seen, wasting time. What you want to do is you want to use LinkedIn to get to those 25 people. And that means you need to go into your LinkedIn search and find those 25 people. The purpose of this webinar is not to show you how to do a LinkedIn search. It's really easy. You can learn that in your own time. What I want to do is I want to teach you the stuff that other videos are not going to be able to teach you. Go to video right now and say, how do I do a LinkedIn search, YouTube or whatever, and you'll get the courses to show you how to do that. I want to show you the good stuff. All right, let's begin. You want 25 people. You go to LinkedIn. Do not just go connect. The first thing I'm going to teach you, the second rule. Anyone remember what the first rule is? You're thinking, I shouldn't have had that cup of coffee. I shouldn't have gone to the bathroom while Scott was talking. I've forgotten what the first golden rule is. Oh my goodness. If anyone knows what that golden rule is and can put that in the chat really quickly, I'll be super excited. Really shows you guys are paying attention right now. Tick, tick, tick. Nobody knows. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, tick. What's the golden rule? The golden rule is never put crap into the app. Okay. Yes, Cundill Holder, you are a superstar, an absolute superstar. Well done. I'm super impressed. Yes, Christelle, no crap in the app. What this means is do not waste your time nurturing leads that are not the right quality people. This is golden. Linda, well done. And coming in as well. Not sure if you heard me first though, but Christelle was number one. Do you get it, guys? Don't waste your time. If you're going to spend time and you do not have much time nurturing new prospects and getting new deals in, you do not have time to work with idiots. Don't do it. Please don't waste your time. You don't put crap into the app, which means those 25 people who are going to give you your 5 deals, those 25 must be high quality. All right. Now, how do you know they're high quality? Because you found them in the first place. So what you do is you go onto LinkedIn and you do a LinkedIn search and you make sure you check those LinkedIn profiles and you work out, who do I want to do business with? The first problem you're going to have in this whole issue is you probably don't know who those people are. You don't know who you want to do business with. It's more difficult than you think because you're probably thinking broad. You haven't thought niche. And I'm going to share my screen in a second. I'm going to talk to you about my ebook, which is completely free. And you can go and get it on maj3.com, maj3.com. You can get it for free. It's called The Captivating One-Liner. When you take that one line, all right, and you're going to start talking to people using one line, before you can come up with that one line and how you communicate with them, you have to know who your niche is. Okay. What does Nikesh say? LinkedIn works well with me and international clients, but when it comes to local, there is a blockage. Interesting, Nikesh. Actually, LinkedIn is becoming quite good in South Africa, and I can show you how to overcome that blockage, but you make a very, very, very good point. Nikesh is talking about international clients. If you want international clients, we call it SA exit. If you want to, talking about South Africa, if you want to exit South Africa, you want to live in South Africa, you don't want to leave, you still want to have your house and your kids because it's a cool lifestyle and you can braai and stuff, but your business can exit. So we call that SA exit. You can look for international clients using the methodology that I'm going to show you today. So Nikesh, well done. And 100%, I'm with you all the way there. Okay, so you're looking for those 25. You go to LinkedIn. Don't put crap into the app. And the same with LinkedIn. When I say the app, I'm actually not referring to LinkedIn. I'm talking about something else. I'll show you in a second. But the same applies. Don't go and connect with people on LinkedIn unless they are good quality. Okay. So look for those 25 high quality people. You're going to search for them on LinkedIn. Now, when you're searching for them on LinkedIn and before you connect with them, you need to write a message. Okay. Really complicated, eh? Hope you guys are getting this. Really, it's huge rocket science, hugely technical stuff. This. You've got to write a nice message. That nice message is going to be your captivating one-liner. All right. The captivating one-liner is all around the notion that you understand their pain. You are not going to advertise on LinkedIn. You are not going to send an advert message. You're not going to even try and make your phone ring. You're not going to talk about how great your product or service is, guys. Okay. As terrifying as that might sound, that's not what you're going to do. All right. I hope you guys are all happy with this and it's all kind of making sense and that you guys are starting to get it. Let's see. Sonia Clark says how to get high network investors through social LinkedIn. Of course, this is the methodology. If you want, whoever you're looking to get in touch with, look, if you want to sell high heel shoes to 15-year-old girls, probably not you're going to use LinkedIn. Okay. This is your methodology though. So you're going to do that search. Now, the message. What do you write to them? You just write one line. Don't sell, don't spam, don't even talk about your product or service. You need to tell them in a message, I understand your industry and I understand your pain. I get you. I understand what you are going through. And how do you do that in one line? That's where the captivating one line is going to come in. It's one line that says to them, I feel your pain. I understand you. Okay, when you send out that invitation on LinkedIn, you say, hi, Simon, I'd love to connect with you because I've just written an article entitled, the title of your article is your captivating one-liner. If that captivating one-liner is good, that person is not just going to accept your request, but is going to want to read what you have to say because that one-liner is going to be provocative and it's going to do a really good job of getting them to click and interact with your message. See what we're doing here? And that message has got nothing to do with your product or service. They're not stupid. They can look at your LinkedIn profile. They can see what it is you're selling. Don't double sell to them. Don't tell them how great your product or service is. They know what you're doing. What they want to know is, can I trust you? If you meet somebody on LinkedIn, if you meet somebody at a networking event, if you meet somebody anywhere, the default human setting is, I don't trust you. So you can sell them till you're blue in the face. They will never, ever, ever buy from you. You need to focus on one thing, and that is building your credibility and reputation with those 25 people. And that is what your life's mission is right now in order to get deals. Hope you guys are sending that WhatsApp message with the link in it to go and invite people to this webinar. Tell them they have to come in. There it is again. Quickly send it. Guys, you've got to be on this, register for this webinar. It's going to go out there. You'll have a recording afterwards, but this is the stuff that is not really taught to you that much. Okay, that captivating one-liner and the way that you do that message is to do one thing: build your credibility and reputation, because your reputation sucks. You have no credibility, you have no reputation, and no one cares about your product or service. Cruel. Scott's being so cruel. Oh, he's such a horrible person. You need to get that. Of course, that's not true in your own space. That's the way other people are perceiving you. You need to get out there and change their mind. And the only way you can do that is by saying to them, I understand your industry. I understand your job title. I understand your pain. I know what you're going through. And write an article about their pain, not about your product. And if you start to look at doing that and you start to use this captivating one-liner approach, they're going to start reacting to you. And they're reacting to you because for once in their lives, somebody's not flipping spamming them. Somebody is not going to them, oh my gosh, another flipping spam message. Why do people sound so desperate? Oh, another bulk email. Dear sir, I want app development. Dear whatever, I'm the best life coach in the world. Doesn't work. You have to nurture those relationships by building your reputation and your credibility. And here's another thing. It's got to be done as a human being, not as a brand. No one cares. If you think no one cares about you, they sure as hell don't care about your company name. You need to build your personal reputation. And even if you're a sales rep, you need to build your personal reputation and your credibility with those 25 people who are going to turn into 5 deals. Why is this so complicated? And why does everybody overcomplicate everything by flipping making life so difficult with complicated websites and landing pages and highly intuitive Facebook advertising and social media and ads, which can work. They can work, but take ages to do. And if you don't understand the basics, you don't know what your message is in any way. If you don't know what your core message is and who you're talking to, how can you go and advertise to the right people? How are they going to get them to respond? Your captivating one-liner takes people and it shows you how to do that, because with one line, it says to those people, I feel your pain. But I know you guys want to see an example. I know you guys want me to show you. Thank you, Christelle, for saying, geez, thank you. Christelle, you're welcome. And I'm going to mention your name again because you got it and you paid attention. Thank you for paying attention. It warms my heart. It really, really warms my heart. Right. So let's do this. Right. Let's go. You guys are familiar with gnocchi, all right? Targeting leads on LinkedIn works like cooking gnocchi. You throw the cold leads in the bottom of the pot. When they bob up to the surface because they're reacting with you, that is when you can start to scoop them off and start to actually get the phone call or appointment. The nurturing process is the cooking process. You're warming them up. How are you warming them up? By sending content around your captivating one-liner that builds your personal credibility and your personal reputation. Here are some examples, okay, of captivating one-liners that are done on LinkedIn. Mexit, medical specialist looking to leave South Africa. If you go onto LinkedIn right now and start targeting doctors, and you say, I've just written an article called Mexit, medical specialist looking to leave South Africa. If they click on it, it means they're interested. It means they resonate. It means they're going, yes, you understand my pain. I want to get out of South Africa. Maybe you can help me. Here's another example. Engineers. If you don't know what 4IR stands for, then shut down your business. There's an engineer on this group. I saw him earlier. I hope you know what 4IR is. I can't remember your name, and apologies for that. But if you can see how provocative, if you're an engineer and you get a message on LinkedIn, it's going to go delete, 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 delete. But if you get a message on LinkedIn, and within the 8 to 12 seconds that you are going to spend reading that message, if it captivates you and you click, suddenly you're going to go, huh? Engineers, if you don't know what 4IR stands for, then shut down your business. Gee, I don't know what 4IR stands for, or I know what 4IR stands for, but I like what this guy has to say. Either way, you're going to click on it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a captivating one-liner. Okay. Online retailers, your low quality pack shot photography is chasing your customers away. This is a captivating one-liner. Online retailers, she tells you who she's speaking to. This article is for you, online retailers. This article is for you, engineers. This target is for you, medical specialists. You see what's going on? Now, when it goes out as a LinkedIn message, because remember what I was showing you before, you're going to connect with these people on LinkedIn. You're going to reach out for them. And I don't want this to be about teaching you guys how to connect with people on LinkedIn. It's really easy. There's lots of videos. I want to teach you the good stuff that's actually going to make a difference. This is how you reach out to them. You reach out to them by saying, "Hi, Jacques, here's the article as promised." And you put a link to the article, and it's going to look really nice when it's previewed. Professional, looks good. When you reach out to them in the first place to do that invitation, "Hi, Jacques, I've just written an article called SA Exit for Wholesalers. I know Jacques is a wholesaler because I invited him. I specifically and manually went into LinkedIn because I want to speak to wholesalers because I've written an article for wholesalers." If I had written this article, or if any of these guys had written this article without talking about who the target audience is, none of this would have worked. It would have bombed. It wouldn't have worked. You've got to tell that industry. And I know you as business owners and salespeople do not want to go niche. If you don't want to go niche, then you need to maybe forget this webinar right now. And maybe there's cool stuff on Netflix. Like there's heaps of good stuff on Netflix that's showing right now. Like literally, it's cool. Or maybe like if you want to do something even better, like I don't know, maybe like go and plant a vegetable garden. It's cool. That's stuff that will really add value to your life right now. If you want to go niche and you're willing to go niche, however difficult it is, please carry on listening. Here's a few more examples. This client is targeting lodges. So we went out with a captivating one-liner that says, "Lodge owner, hey, your lodge is just like all the others, yawn." That's a captivating one-liner, targeting lodges with a provocative, captivating statement. SA manufacturers, when this crisis is over, your production manager needs to make up lost time. Now, these are examples of more. You'll notice that there's a different design here. This is what we do for our clients. You can do it yourself by going onto LinkedIn and writing your own articles that look like this. No problem. It's not a worry. You can do it yourself, do the DIY, or you can make them look really good like this. Financial advisors, you've been avoiding online for years. Now you have no choice. This is targeting financial advisors. This is targeting SA manufacturers, specifically wanting to talk about the article and the topic is around the importance of production management leadership. You're seeing what's going on. You can use this technique for anything. This client is targeting body corporates. He sells software. This is not about software. The article's not about software. It's about the pain that body corporates are going through. Angry and frustrated residents, a body corporate's recipe for keeping the peace. This is a captivating one-liner. These are all examples, guys. I'll go through them again so you can check them. Financial advisors, you've been avoiding online for years. Now you have no choice. SA manufacturers, when this crisis is over, your production manager needs to make up lost time. Your lodge is just like all the others, yawn. These are all lines that people will react to because you're speaking about their pain. You see how this starts to work. Now, where the gnocchi comes in is it comes in because you've got 25 people now that you've invited. You want to spend time nurturing those 25, but it's the 5 that are closest to the deal that you want to spend most of your time with. See how that's coming together. So you want to work with those scooping off the top. Now, it might sound very easy to nurture 25 people, but what happens if you want 30 clients and you need 150 people to nurture? You don't have time to nurture all those 150, but unfortunately, you're going to have to. But out of those 150, you want to work with those few off the top that are the highest quality and most likely to convert. So you have this funnel that I showed you earlier. Those at the bottom of the funnel that are closer to coming out the other end as a deal, you spend more time with, but you've got to nurture them. You've got to spend time giving them good quality content. And I'm going to give you some examples of other good quality content that you guys can do as well. Do you see how this is starting to come together, guys? And how the tool works, I'll finish off with that in a minute. But I'm hoping this is starting to resonate with you and starting to say, okay, I'm starting to understand. I think I get it. This is a 45-minute webinar, plus I'll take some questions on trying to get you guys to understand a very, it can be a very complex structure to roll out. But unless you understand the foundations, you'll never get it. And when you understand the foundations and do it well, then it rocks. I'm going to stop share to see if there's any comments coming in, because I want to hear what you guys have to say now. Okay, back online. Sonia's saying brilliant. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to digest this now, because for the last half an hour, I've ranted. Russell definitely makes sense. Matt, it is. Christelle again, my new best friend, Christelle, saying brilliant. Is this freaking you out, guys? We still have a lot of people on this webinar, which is good. They haven't dropped off, thank goodness. Think about it. Has anyone got anything to say on the subject? Makes 100%. Are you guys thinking about your captivating one-liner? Thank you, Diane, got you. Tim, great focused approach, loving the energy. Thank you. Now, not everybody is like me. I'm one of those, catalyst type people. I'm like this. I am more extroverted. I'm more like this. I like to do this kind of thing. Now, if you're not that kind of person, so what? The techniques I'm showing you now, you can be as introverted as anyone. You can be the cat under the bed. Doesn't make any difference. The fact that needs to matter is when you write and you put together the content and you reach out to people on LinkedIn, you still have to build your own personal credibility and reputation. It still works. It's the same idea, still works. So Vaughan was talking about creative hooks, and that's where I'm stuck. Need a one-liner. No, that happens. The one-liner is a tricky one. Mirandi, no, this was also making a lot of sense. I love the way you do the articles and the one-liners. Good. Now you're starting to see it coming together. And I'm going to show you the tool now that can help you do that. But what matters is you go back to basics. Know how many clients you want at the bottom and how many you need to nurture. You need to nurture 150 clients to get 30 deals. If you want 5 deals, you need to have 25 in the pipeline be nurtured right now. Where do you get them from? LinkedIn. Here's the problem, guys. Not that simple. In order to get those 25 people, they need to accept your LinkedIn connection. And only about a third of those will. I'm going to even say closer to a quarter of them are going to accept. Not everybody's on LinkedIn. They're on LinkedIn, but they don't check their LinkedIn messages, etc. See the problem? You have to take 3 times that. So if you're going to go onto LinkedIn, you need to invite 100 people of the high quality people so that 30 of them are going to accept or 25 of them are going to accept. Then you're going to nurture those 25 to get those 5 deals. 100 LinkedIn invitations. Karen is saying pain and gain. Yeah. One-liner. What is the problem and what is the result is the one-liner. Yes, it's what is their pain and what is the result of their pain. How is it making them feel? Tell them that in a one-liner. Not about your product. It's about their pain. This article that you're writing is for them and it's about them. So in another, we can talk about how to do that captivating one-liner later. You can read the book, etc. But I'm going to quickly go on and show you the tool in a second. But do you get what I'm saying, guys? 100 LinkedIn invitations to get 25 to 30 responses, acceptances, to get 5 potential deals. So you've got to go out there and you've got to make 100 messages on your invitation. What is that message going to say? Hi, so-and-so, I'm reaching out to you because I've just written an article for this industry. Bang, and your title. In other words, you told them that I see that you work in the construction industry. I've just written an article for powerful women in the construction industry called Powerful Women in the Construction Industry. Da, 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 da. There they go. That's where you're going to start to get your clicks. That's where you're going to start to build your reputation. That's the first step. How you start nurturing and how you track them is classic sales. Classic sales. Karen's saying, do the stats measure your own success based on different subject lines? Interestingly, Karen, what you're referring to is a form of A/B testing. Generally speaking, you don't even have to do A/B testing. You will find that the right one-liner will just get you high results with almost we have about a 97% success rate. There's been one or two that haven't worked as well as they should have. Almost never happens. Your captivating one-liner will get you results. Guys, here's the thing. Before I go into this, the tool and everything, here's the thing. Getting the leads and getting the connections is the easiest thing in the world. Getting them to click and getting them to respond is more difficult, but if you follow this methodology, you will be able to do it. You having the diligence to go through and log on, spending 15, 20 minutes every day, nurturing those people you want to do business with, sending them messages, sending the content, doing your follow-ups, doing your reminders, that's where all this falls over. Because ultimately people are lazy, unfortunately. You have to do it. You have to hire someone to do it. We have to work with someone who's going to do it for you, but it has to be done. What I'm teaching you right now does not make your phone ring. It is not an advert. It's not going out there to try and say phone now for a 20% off special and hopefully the phone rings. It does not do that. You're not going to get multitudes of responses. What it does is it helps you get in the door so you can close those deals. It's a soft, gentle, nurturing process, and you have to work it, because if you don't work it, it's not going to work. The tool I'm going to show you now makes it as easy as humanly possible for you to do that. But you still have to do it. So once again, if you're not prepared to put that sort of 15, 20 minutes a day, or maybe 2 hours a week into nurturing your prospects and building relationships with those 25 people to get those 5 deals, then once again, the carrots need watering, guys. There's important things to do. Play with your kids. They need you. Please spend time with your family who you love and those children who are so close to you right now. That's what you got to do. Don't run a business, because if you're not prepared to spend time nurturing high quality people and building relationships with them, then I can't help you. I've been doing this for 20 flipping years, guys. I've gone through the hard knocks. I've gone through this process, and I've tried to make it as simple and as easy as possible. And what I'm showing you now is not the only thing in the world that you need to do. I'm just trying to make it as easy as flipping possible. Okay. Sonia says, can too many messages on LinkedIn have no effect over time? Not if you do them right, Sonia. Not if you do them right. Because the article that you're going to write is one piece of content. You can also write other little pieces of content, like the occasional email. You can also send them links to interesting stuff. As long as it's around the captivating one-liner, you can create a whole breadcrumb trail of content that reinforces your captivating one-liner, and that's the content that you're going to send to people. That's how you're going to nurture them. That's how you're going to build that relationship. I also, under scottcundill.com, which I'll show you in a second, I'm also going to, I actually do podcasts and video interviews with people so that you can shine in a short little video. It's just a chat like this. That's all it is. It's a chat like this. We do a video interview. You take that video and you send it out to the hot leads. And if you stay on till the end, I'm going to show you the best flipping trick you've ever heard in your life. But you have to stay on to the end, and only then, if you're nice to me, I'll show you. But the whole idea is still there. It's still about getting those 25 or 30 hot leads into a bucket so you can work with them. If you don't know who they are, then you're wasting your time. Okay. Sorry, guys. I've said this too many times. You guys are getting annoyed, frustrated. Scott, get on with it. Show us the good stuff. Fine. Okay. I'm going to jump back onto screen share now, and let's start going that. I talked about the gnocchi. Now, what I want you to do now very quickly is I want to talk to you a little bit about the tool, which is called mymosttrusted.net. Okay, that's all you do, mymosttrusted.net. We built this app. It's free up to 30 people. So you can, the reason I say this is why I've used 30, because you can use the app for free up to 30 people. So you can use it for free. If it works for you, getting return on investment, then you can pay for it later and you can get more. But for now, you should be able to get those 30 people and be able to invite them and start to see traction and start getting some deals. All the videos are on here on how to use it. They're very short, as you can see. There's 12 videos and they're each a few seconds long. MyMostTrusted.net, it's a little Chrome extension that sits on top of LinkedIn, okay? And it sits like this, and it allows you to measure your sales pipeline. It allows you to show your reminders. It allows you to show your sales, track your sales. It allows you to put your hot leads. It allows you, because we're so flipping lazy, don't worry, I understand, I'm lazy too, to even, I can't be bothered sending a message to Elsie. Why don't I just get a custom message that automatically just clicks a button? I'm not even touching my mouse right now, and it's actually built the message for you. Okay, it'll actually build that for me. Okay, so you can actually create a whole lot of these messages, and in one click, it'll actually build that for you, and you can send them out. You can also track and tag your leads, so you can see who they are. I've booked a meeting with this person. I booked a meeting with this person, workshops, etc. So here they are. This is your sales pipeline. This little lead will also help you do your invitations. And the videos explain this. I don't want to explain this again. But your goal is to take your invitations, right? Search for the high quality people. You've got your captivating one-liner and you've already published your article. That's your start. So all you have to do now is, if you want to find CEOs, you can use the LinkedIn search functionality to find the right kind of people. If I want to invite Matthew right now, all I do is click on connect. It puts the message in for me because I'm lazy. Hi, Matthew. How's United Kingdom? I'd love to connect with you and share ideas. Sometimes I use 2 different messages, so I play around a little bit with the process. So I can choose which one message I want to send. Again, all of this is in the actual, the videos, and you can learn this for free on the app. What matters is you do this. You invite people with track invites turns on. It acts like a recorder and it puts them into your invitations tab. So now you've done your 30 invitations or your 100 invitations, and they sit there waiting for people to respond. You then click your check acceptances. The bot or the little app is going to log in, and it's going to see who of these have accepted, and it's going to put it into your new acceptances tab. I don't have anyone here at the moment. You can then click a button and send your acceptance message to that person in a personalized way. You can then go to sales tracking and put them in sales tracking and start to nurture them. You're going from invitation to acceptance to sales tracking, and then you're starting to move into your hot leads, and ultimately your hot leads is where you get your deals. Complicated stuff, eh? This is your sales pipeline. It's done for you. You can put message templates in here, you can track them, you can tag them, and this is a quick, simple way to measure that process. If you want to start getting really complicated, you can start bringing email into it, and you can start using a combination of email, and you can use a combination of LinkedIn messages, and you can start bringing email into it as well. You can have a lot of fun with this. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff that we can talk about separately. If you have a slightly bigger organization and you've got a couple of sales reps, or you've got a business partner and you want to take it to a new level, we've even got the Gnocchi dashboard. This Gnocchi actually is a dashboard that shows you who to click on. Guys, we try to make this as easy as possible. Crumbs. I know people are lazy, but at some point, you've got to just get off your bum and just do it. And we try to make it as easy as possible. So you've got 4 prospects with 36 points. This Gnocchi here, these 7 people are the top of the pot. You scoop them off. Oh, Heidi, 2 days ago, you opted in. Oh, you clicked on my article 2 days ago. How lovely. Who are you, Heidi? Go onto the LinkedIn. 1 button, 1 click. Here's Heidi, Hedy. Cool, here's Hedy. Nice. Is this a good quality person? I can get all the details. Who Hedy is, what he does, what his background is. Is this the right quality person? I'm not going to put crap into my app. If he's a good quality person, I can then take that person and I can move them into my sales tracking or my hot leads. And this is how I'm building my sales pipeline. So what we can actually do is you can actually have a dashboard that shows you all the cold leads at the bottom move their way up to the hot leads. What you need to do, and this is what I want to finish off with, guys, what you need to do is you need to spend time working and nurturing hot leads. Don't waste your time prospecting and faffing around. Although faff can actually be a good thing. Faff, F-A-F, stands for fire and forget, which is quite useful. You fire off and then you let the system do the trick. So faffing can actually be a really good thing. But faff can also be a bad thing. So don't faff around with working with idiots. You need to work with high quality people and you need to make that decision. Please don't put crap into the app. Work with high quality people. Okay, so my ebook is at majestic3.com, MAJ3, maj3.com. Here's my ebook. All right, you scroll down and you guys are noticing there's a whole bunch of testimonials and stuff like that, but here's the ebook, right? You don't have to fill out a form to get it. You might be thinking, huh? Everybody tells me that if I give free content, then I should have a form and I should collect email addresses. Maybe. I'm not going to say don't do that. I don't need to, because most of the people I find on LinkedIn, and I'm happy to give it away, and I want people to share in my content. And I believe that the quality of the content will be enough to draw the right people back. But because I'm using LinkedIn, I already know who they are because I'm tracking the clicks. When you read and you go through my material and you jump back onto My Most Trusted and you watch these My Most Trusted videos, you're going to learn to do something called tracking links in the app, where you write a message with a tracking link to see who's clicked on your links. So when you send your invitation as a message to somebody, there's a tracking link that you can create to see who's clicked on it under tracking links. That's how you know who's clicked on it. So I know, generally speaking, who's got my ebook. So read my ebook. It's going to take you 20 to 30 minutes. It'll help you craft your captivating one-liner. Now you've got your captivating one-liner, write your article, and you can just post it on LinkedIn. Make sure it's good quality article, guys. Get somebody to help you. If you're not, find somebody who's good at copywriting. Really let them scrutinize this. This content is your brand. You need to make sure that it's good. You need to show your audience that you feel their pain. Then you go to My Most Trusted. You install the app, which is a Chrome extension. You put it onto your Google Chrome. It's like a LinkedIn Trojan horse. It's going to appear next to you and you can start to track your leads. But your messages that go out are going to be in tune with their pain and not your product. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Majestic. The last thing I quickly want to show you, if you want to get hold of me directly, is scottcundill.com. I do podcasts, I do interviews, I do a whole bunch of stuff you can watch. I highly recommend that you watch these latest panel discussions. This is fantastic. It's an hour-and-a-half panel discussion with sales trainers from all over the world. It's really cool. It's about an hour and a half long. It's really great, guys. This is really good to watch. Number 41 over here. But you can see I do video interviews, I do podcasts, and they with people all over the world. So this is scottcundill.com. If you want to speak to me directly, please get hold of me directly. Get hold of me via Karen and Michelle. We've had a relationship for quite a while now. Karen and Michelle are exactly the kind of people that you want to speak to. They're the kind of people that actually understand that in order to do something in this world, when things are not going your way, you turn it over and you actually do something amazing. And you guys have been superb. And that is the kind of attitude to create these webinars. Take your database of high quality people and invite them to share with content around. You are building what Michelle and Karen are doing is they're building relationships with amazing people. That is the essence of everything. It's flipping brilliant. You guys understand it. So well done. Can't tell you more. And thank you for giving me this opportunity, guys. Thank you very much. For the last few minutes, I'm going to do question and answers. Pump it through the chat. Give it to me, guys. Ask some questions. But it's in terms of the formal webinar, thank you so much, guys. And I'm going to sign off now. Indran says, Karen is great. Matthew says, fantastic. Anne says, thanks. Nikesh, thanks. Anybody got any questions? Tom, thanks, Scott. This has been a great session. Awesome. Christelle, can we perfect the one-liner? Yep, talk to me separately, guys. Read the book. Come talk to me. We can help you with that one-liner. Diane also says thanks. Thank you, guys. Lots of thank yous coming in. Does anyone have a question? Is anybody... Tim says, do you schedule your posts for specific times of day? So, Tim, the answer to that question is yes, but they're not posts. And maybe I didn't make this clear and I haven't given you, I nearly forgot. I didn't give you guys that really good little secret. So you're not actually posting anything, Tim, other than your article. What you're doing is you're going to be using Messenger to message people one-on-one. You're building a one-on-one relationship. So those 30 people that you're going to have, those 25 people, what I want you to do is I want you to message them and email them directly one-on-one. You want to create a relationship. You need to get them off LinkedIn and onto email and into a discussion as quickly as possible. That's your goal. So it's not so much a post, but yes, you can send out different messages every 3 or 4 days or every 2 weeks. You do your follow-up because people are not going to respond to your first message. You've got to do a follow-up a week or two later. So there's that process, and that process needs to be content-driven, and that's how you build this. Sonia, I'll need the podcast to please assist. This podcast. Please resend book link. Vaughan, maj3.com, maj3.com. Pete, fantastic building up process and hot tips to develop. Thank you. Great talk, motivating. Please send book link. There we go. Can I upload in different languages with one press of a button? Sonia, stick to one language, but yes, you can. In fact, you know what? You could do 2 different languages. You could write in English and Afrikaans, for example. I always suggest using your native language. So yes, Sonia, you could do that. It's a little trickier, but yes, it can be done. Russell, thank you. Good. Indran says, apart from LinkedIn, is there any other source of leads do you recommend? So that's a good question. So you can do Facebook advertising. You can do all of that other stuff. You can do all that lead generation stuff. By all means, go for it. If you want to study it, use it. If you know a digital master who you can trust, use them. We don't look anywhere else. We do a little, that's wrong. That's not true. We do a little bit of Facebook because we feel we should try to get to know it. The jury's out on that. I'll let you make your own decision. Vaughan saying thumbs up. Anyone else got any questions, guys? I'll give you a few more seconds. The silence. Anyone else? If not, I'll see you at maj3.com or scottcundill.com, and then we'll take it from there. Cool, guys. A few more seconds. Any more questions? Anyone got anything else to say? I can see people starting to drop off, which is cool. Thank you, everybody. It's been an amazing session. Karen and Michelle, are you going to be able to stop the session? Cool. Sorted. I'm going to finish with Diane. Diane, and you guys who haven't waited still haven't demanded my secret from me. Diane says, my one-liner, unhappy with your body, take control now. I will show you how. No. So Diane, that's not a captivating one-liner. What that is it's too much of a sales pitch. First of all, who's supposed to be unhappy with their body? Fat people, thin people, people with diabetes, working moms, CEOs, men above the age of 50. You're not saying who you're talking to, Diane. You need to say who you're talking to. This is the art of the captivating one-liner. Okay, so Diane, I'm really impressed that you gave it a go. Well done. Once you read my book, you'll start to see that there's a specific way. Okay, for those of you who've stayed or going to watch this, what you do very quickly is you take your hot leads that you're trying to get in front of, and once you've started nurturing them, and you set up a panel discussion and create a webinar, but not a webinar like this, a panel discussion of a bunch of them in a room that you host. That's all I'm going to say. You need to invite them to hear you have a discussion with them about their pain. If you can get them into a room where you are the expert, the subject matter expert, in a virtual conference call like this, you now have their attention and you're building your credibility. Why do you think I'm doing this webinar with you guys? It builds my credibility. Well, in some cases, some of you guys might think, this guy's clueless. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to do my flippin' Facebook advertising, whatever, and I'm sticking to that. Cool, no problem. But why I'm doing this for me is because it's to build the credibility and reputation. I want you to hear me speaking with authenticity and credibility about the subject which I know something about. You need to do the same. Get people in a room and host it, even if there's only 5 or 6 people. 5 or 6 people can easily turn to 2 or 3 deals if it's the right people. How do you get the right people? Go back to the beginning of this webinar to show you. And that's how it works. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been absolutely fantastic. I'm going to sign off now. Michelle and Karen, I'm guessing you know how to formally end the webinar. It's been awesome. It's been fantastic. I've loved this. ScottCundill.com or madge3.com. Send me a message. Pop me something. Tell me you love me. I'll tell you I love you. We're all loving each other. Tell me how your garden's growing. Guys, stay very safe during lockdown and keep at it. Keep at it. Be successful. And I really, really wish you guys all the best and all the absolute success in the world.